I'm back. Another story time. Hi everybody. Welcome to another story. Today I'm going to talk about something that happened to me years ago. It's rough. I had a really rough time at that time. My dad just passed away, and I lived in a house and I had a small cat. And crazy stuff started happening in my house, and my dad passed, and one of my a niece of mine told me that, like, yeah, I see that you're in distress and you're not yourself anymore, and you need to do stuff so you can ease your mind. So what she did, and it's the first mistake I made in this story, she told me I need to go to this Voodoo kind of store and get some candles and sage and some kind of tarot kind of looking card. And me being not myself and not thinking clearly what are you doing with getting those things, buying that stuff and putting it in your house. So I did it anyway, and I was like, okay, maybe when I do this I'm gonna feel better to cope with my dad just passing away. But a big mistake. After I bought this tarot kind of card and I lit a candle in my home, I remember I prayed a little bit, like, let me find some peace and healing in this situation. So I did that, and after that everything went boom. Strange things started happening in my house. As I already mentioned, I had a small cat. I just got her a few weeks before, and I was like, she was so sweet, always let me pet her, friendly. She wanted to go everywhere with me in the house. She would follow me everywhere. And all of a sudden she became really shy. She didn't want to be next to me anymore. She didn't want me to touch her, and she became a little bit aggressive. She started to scratch me and like make crazy noises, like, and I would be like, oh, what's wrong with you? Why are you so mean? I'm nice to you and give you food. Well, stuff started moving in my home, and I would be like, I put my keys here. Where are my keys? And then my keys would be in a strange place, like in the kitchen sink. One time I found my keys in my closet. Another time I found my keys in my bathroom, and then behind the toilet seat was the most craziest place. And in the beginning I was like, maybe the cat is just taking stuff and moving it around, she's really young. But then I started to think some spots are too high for her to reach, and impossible, and too high for her to reach. I would be like, on top of the closet, that's impossible. She's a small kid and she could never bring it up there. Fine, I let it go. Then I started to feel anxious in my own home, like something is not right, and I felt so tense and scared. I remember, and after a while I was not sleeping well and scared in my own home, and I would lay down in bed and I would like see a shadow go across my door, like, and I would be like, is that a street light or something? Is my mind playing tricks on me? And I started to feel so scared, like I was like 8 years again, and me being scared of something in my room, and put my sheet over my head like this, like, oh my god. And I would stay awake the whole night until it would be like get a little light outside, and that would be the moment that I could fall asleep. So I was now so scared in my own home, I would only sleep in the daytime. That's how scared I was. And after a while of doing that, I was like getting more depressed, smoking a lot, like having cigarettes, and not even showering anymore. I was feeling like I was going crazy. I was in my room with an ashtray on my bed that would spill over, and I would be like, puff, puff away. That would be crazy. One day, I lost my keys again, and I started to look all over the house. I would like look in boxes, in closets, under the bed, everywhere. And then all of a sudden I looked outside and I had a little balcony at my home. It was like a studio. And there was snow. And there was a layer of snow like this, a few centimeters. I saw my key on the balcony. Just in a little hole of snow. And I was like, this is impossible. The door was not opened. If you would open the door, you would see that the snow had been moved. But there were no tracks. Just the keys in, like somebody dropped it from above, and it was like, I was like, okay, stuff is happening here. I'm going crazy. I opened the door and I took the key, and I was like, okay, this is getting insane. Now all of a sudden, I came home one day at night and I opened my door, and my cat came at me like, "Rah! Rah!" And she literally jumped in my arms. I was like, what? Like she was trying to tell me that something happened. Of course, she cannot speak, but I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she was frantic. Like this animal, I've never seen an animal this scared before. It was insane. I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she really like, she jumped on me and she was like, meow, 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 meow. I was like, oh, I've never seen a cat do this in my life. I was like, okay, this is insane. This is crazy. And all of a sudden stuff started moving. I would watch TV, just relax on the couch, and the cat would be somewhere, I don't know. And all of a sudden the glass on my table just moved and fell off the table. I was like, really, bitch. this is what's gonna happen now. And I tried in my mind. I don't believe in that stuff. So in my mind I was like, oh, maybe I pushed it with my foot, because I would always put my foot on the edge of the table. I said maybe I shifted it a little bit and I didn't notice. I was trying to make up for something that was really happening, and it was happening. Stuff started moving, and then all of a sudden, a few times my cat would look at something and she would be like, and I would be like, what are you looking at? What is it that you can see and I cannot see it? What's going on? And she would be like, go backwards, and all of her hairs would stand up and her tail would be under her legs, between her legs. And she would be like, and then walk and go backwards and stuff. I would be like, oh girl, you moonwalking, what's happening? And then I was like, she's afraid of something, but I can't see what it is. This is insane. Okay, so, and it came in levels like a 2.5, and then a 5, and then a 6, and then a 7. So the last night that I really was like, okay, stuff is happening here. I'm not crazy anymore. Is this? One morning, and I was awake the whole night, smoking cigarettes and keeping myself from losing it, I guess. I was in bed, and then I saw it was a little bit shimmery outside. It was starting to get, the light was starting to come up. But it was still dark, but you can see like, okay, it's going to get light now. Okay. That's the moment I decided that, okay, I'm going to go to sleep now. It's going to be daytime. I don't have to be scared anymore. I lay down in bed and I closed my eyes, and not even for like 5 minutes, I heard a voice. Literally heard a voice. And to me, when I think back, it sounded like my dad telling me like, Caroline, you have to get up and go to your window and close it, because if there's something's gonna come inside, and if it comes inside, you're gonna be fucked up. You're never going to be the same again. And at that moment, I was so sleepy and tired. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll do it. And I literally like stood up and I went to the window like. And then when I came to the window, I opened the window like the curtains. I opened the curtains, and I had a window that was always open like this, so you had to just push it back and then pull. The moment I opened the curtains, I was like, oh, what's this? And I was close to it, like. I froze. I saw something. I have to explain. It looked like it was black. The deepest black I have ever seen in my life. Like black. Like a cloud. And vibrating like vigorously. Like this. And it was like little, not little, big, human kind of shape. But vibrating and like black smoke, like fire. And these pointy eyes. One eye would be like a square like this. And then also on the other side. Evil looking. And we were not like a few. There's only the window between us. It's like, this is the window and this is what it was. This is the space between us. 40, 60 centimeters, I guess. So I went like, whoa! And it went also a little bit like, ooh, you're at the window. And it really, I saw it do like this. And I was like, oh shit. And at the same time I was like, closing the window. And I was like, oh. And it was like I was not supposed to be at the window because it was supposed to come inside. Because it was coming forward. And I was like, oh, okay. This is something new that I've never seen before. And as I closed the window and it saw me and I saw it, it vibrated and then it went backwards. And then for me, then to the left. And I followed it with my eyes as it disappeared. And I was like, okay. Now I really need a cigarette. So I wanted to look for my cigarettes and I took one and I was like, okay, what did I just see? Okay, and then I was like, okay, maybe I need to sleep. Maybe I'm just stressed out. I'm scared and stressed. I just need some sleep. And I was like, no, you're not gonna go to sleep now. You need to call somebody now so you can confirm to yourself that you are really awake and this is really happening. So I called my younger brother and I was like, no, first I was like, who am I going to call? Who's going to believe me? People are going to think, okay, she's going cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. I was like, no. Nobody's going cuckoo over here. I know what I just saw. Demon looking kind of thing. Okay, jinn or something. I called my younger brother and I was like, maybe he must be on his way to his work right about now. Well, let me call him. And I called my brother and I was like, bro, I don't know what's going on, but I think stuff is happening in my house, and something was trying to come inside. I don't want to scare you or anything, but I just wanted to tell you that I feel really fucked up at this moment. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. He was like, are you okay? Are you safe? I say, I don't know if I am, but I just saw something that was not human, I'm sure, and I just wanted to call you to say, stuff is popping off here. What should I do? And my brother was like, girl, after work I'm gonna come immediately. And he did, of course. After work he came to me and I explained, like, I don't know if I said everything in detail, but he looked at me and he was like, girl, when was the last time you had a shower? And I was like, I was like, I don't give a fuck, I'm stressed. And the way he looked at me like, girl, you're dirty. Go get a shower. Do something with your life. And he was like, girl, you know what? We don't deal with the spirits and the ghosts and the demons and the jinns and the voodoo priestess things and all that kind of shit. You're gonna move. You have 3 days, pack your shit. I'm gonna come get you and you're not gonna stay in this house. And I was like, okay, fine. So he delivered. He is the best younger brother in the world. I only have one. I don't need another. He took me from there and I moved to another space, and that's what happened. And that's the only time in my life, praise the Lord, that I've ever seen anything crazy like this, and I will never want to see anything again, because that's not my style and I don't like what I saw. And even sometimes now when I'm talking about it, I'm like maybe I should call a friend over, but I don't want to sleep alone tonight. Me talking about it makes me nervous. Well, that's the end of the story. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you for watching, of course. Push the like button. Push the notification bell. What word is that? Notification bell. Press it. Press it now. Do it now. Press the like button. Share the video with your friends. And hope to see you the next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.